All right. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a joy to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me, and we'll just share practice together. So, okay, here's kind of my timeline for this practice. Will be some light moving just to connect to what's happening, this little body and this breath, and bring it all in. And then we're going to come down and do some rolling around on the floor stuff. And then I feel like at this point, I feel like we're going to do a little bit of a longer Shavasana. And I want to guide you into a bit of a guided visualization meditation, something I've kind of been playing with, and you're going to be my guinea pigs. And we're going to try and see how it goes. Okay, good. So take a comfortable seat, and I'm actually going to sit on a block. Sometimes it's nice to sit on a block. Just firm, might not always be nice. You can find it. So sit on a block, get grounded, rest your hands. Oh, interspersed to all of that, we're going to do some tapping just to release some inner energetics. So tapping and massage. All right, so that is probably a nice thing to hear as you settle. This is a self-care practice for troubled times, let's say that. Self-care for troubling times. And just feel the flow of your breath, the gentle closing of your eyes. Let the jaw go. You might even wiggle it back and forth a few times. Wow, okay, stay exactly as you are. And let's just move the hands around in circles. I feel this energy holding in the wrists. So I don't know if that's for me or from the beyond, but let's just do that. Good, now lay your hands back on your thighs, come back. Take another deep breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale as you are. And as you exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. You may notice energy between the hands as we just rolled the wrists and release something. Letting the hands rest in front of your heart, bowing your chin, welcoming yourself to your practice. Take one more breath just for you. Pressing your sit bones down as you inhale, lengthen tall once again. Exhale this breath completely. We'll open with 3 ohms. Inhale fully to begin. Bowing your chin. Rest in your stillness and in your resonance. Resonance, not resident. Well, resonance as well. Release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay. Oh, let's just do a little shoulder rolling here. Just a couple times, and the whole chest moves, everything. Take your hands off. Feel like do a little, I don't know, some mamba dancing. Good. Okay. So our first pose, guys, is going to be, first pose, friends, is going to be child's pose. And you take that however you like. If you feel you need to be on your back and hug your knees into your chest, that counts. And if you're coming to your child's pose on your hands and your knees, you might take a blanket for some padding. All right. And then settle in with the breath. So move with your breath. So you feel the inhale and your hands in your knees. You set your knees apart, tops of the feet on the floor. And as you exhale, you slide yourself back And if that feels like a lot first thing in the morning, maybe you come back up and you do a little moving of the hips and the shoulders. And you settle back and see, just kind of work it in. Let's say that. And if you're down, you're like, oh, this is great. Then just be. But if you need more time, say, oh, I just need more time. I just gotta move. And then settle. Okay, so you take your time. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, if you're resting, if you're moving, maybe softly close your eyes. And feel the breath, and coordinating to your movements or your stillness. And feel this is almost a calling home into your body. Whatever you're feeling, as we go right in or you move, whatever you opened already. Take one more breath here. And come up to hands and knees, just very gently. Maybe you keep your eyes closed. Reset your legs so you're in tabletop. And feel free to tuck the toes under. And just be here in the tabletop position. And just be, bring your mind into the soles of your hands, connecting to the floor. Feel the knees, how you placed your feet, touching the floor. And then start to just rock front to back, just so little. Maybe it's 1 inch, maybe it's 5. Just feel your breath. And then find neutral. So you feel equally weighted in the knees and the hands. And then we'll move through cat-cow any way you like. So you can start with the cat or the cow. Let your eyes be soft. So as you turn inwards, they might close. And as you open your heart up, you might slowly open your eyes and take the gaze up. And just be aware of your body moving, the breath, and what your eyes are doing. Just feel anything that needs to be felt. The shoulders, the wrists. And just do one more. And then come back to neutral. Pause in neutral as you inhale. Release the breath. And then you choose if it's a downward dog or child's pose, or just sitting. Not just sitting is important too. Stillness. Just find whatever you feel would be good for stillness. That doesn't mean that there's not still stretching and opening happening. Notice what your eyes are doing. Your breath. Good. And if you're in downward dog, feel the evenness in the hands and the feet as much as you can. If you're in child's pose, maybe you melt a little more. Take one more full breath in. Breathe out. Come back to your hands and your knees. Okay, we're going to come off the wrist. So I'm going to sit on the tops of the feet. I'm going to start by taking the tush back. You decide, maybe you just drop your elbows to the floor and just lift your hands up, or you come and sit. And we'll just, move your wrists as you need to. We're going to do a little bit of wrist. I feel the wrist today. I don't know if somebody has wrist stuff. Let me know. Okay. Well, I know one of you does for sure. So we'll start with the fingers down. And just let the fingers come down wherever they're going to go. Maybe it's just the tips. And you just drop your shoulders, find contentment. If you need to lift your tush up because sitting here is not happy, do that. Okay. You can even walk your hands back, like be playfully curious. Take one more breath. Okay, I'm going to let the palms come down. So I'll lift up. So you find this place here. And then you might shift your weight forward, or maybe tuck your toes under. I'm going to start to shift the weight back, and I can put a little micro bend in my elbows here. Let the shoulders be as relaxed as possible. One more breath. Okay, well, I'm going to come to sit on the toes now and just move the wrists a couple times. I'm just going to do one more. And if you are sitting cross-legged, that's fine too. Here's the next one, is the tops of the hands go down. So I take the backs of the fingers. I'm going to lift myself up. You can walk your knees in or out. Bend your elbows, spread your fingers, and then you try and straighten your arms. Maybe yes, maybe no. But notice, are you compensating one side? Stay with the weaker side. So the side that needs to, be more with that weaker side. Match the stronger side to the weaker. One more breath. Okay, and then we'll come off the hands. I'm just sitting, just gonna move the wrists again. Oh, that's so good. Okay, let's come to sit, and sit however you like with the legs out for a moment. So maybe you want to sit on something, it's all fine. Okay, I'm just gonna take the hands, and we're gonna do this like, tapping on your legs on all sides. And we do this, maybe I'll tap the feet too, if you can reach down, just whatever you can reach. You can roll your legs out, insides. You could be making fists. And we're gonna let these hands now just find their way up the body. And you just let them cross as they need to, maybe over the chest, the back. You don't even close your eyes. And, just keep tapping wherever you're going. Your hands, your arms are gonna know where to go. The buttocks, the back, maybe back down the legs. And the whole time you're doing this, you just keep tapping, keep breathing, just the way you are, just like this, just breathing. Okay, just a few more moments. So everywhere you're tapping, the hands might be moving different places. And then relax. Just let your hands rest. If you need to go cross-legged for stability, that's fine. Just feel. Okay, good. And then stay as you are. We're gonna just keep the left hand down, take the right hand, and you're just gonna go to the center of your chest over to the left. You're just tapping here. And if you wanna add some noise, because it's all connected and it's all good, so go ahead and do that. Yeah, clear whatever's happening, that's good. Okay, and good. Now just take the right hand, palm up, let it rest, pause. Good. And now reach this right arm up to the sky and crescent over to the left. Walk your left hand out as you need to. Good. Okay, now really soften into your right side. So if you stay crescent, the right arm can stay over your head, but if it's better for you to just lay the right hand back on the right thigh, but stay in the crescent shape, do that. Soften the left shoulder if you can. Stay grounded between the two sit bones. Let the jaw go. Take one more breath. And then release and just come to sit, and you can stretch your legs out if you like, or just be here, just feel. Feel. Change the cross of the legs. Now you know what we're gonna do, so if you wanna keep your eyes closed, you can do that. Put the right hand on the floor, take the left hand, start at the center of your chest, and just tapping here. This is a really strong, energetic center. And if we weren't doing yoga as much as you are, the posture starts to round forward, things get trapped here. Keep doing this. Okay, and now let your hand rest. Just feel. And then we'll take that arm up and just crescent over to the right side and be in the body. So close your eyes. Feel where you can drop through the right shoulder, the left hip, the jaw, And then stay here exactly as you are. If you need to release the arm, you do that. Put the hand down. Stay in the crescent. Now's your breath. And then come up and sit and feel. And stay in your present moment. Good. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is the gorilla release. And so you know it. So you might make fists, you might take all the fingers and the thumbs together and just go up as high as you can. And you can tap here, or you can make the small circles. It's probably tender. So you know you've got it. It's right, you know, where breast tissue and side of body happen. So just do this as much as you can. How's your breath? Good. Okay, I might take these fingers and just move them around underneath the, you know, where the diaphragm lives and back a couple times. And then rest. So just feel now what you've done. Bringing this energetic connection into your body. Connection or protection? Connection. Good. Okay. All right. So let's do one more. And that was just we're gonna tap the head. So you take your fingers and just you can do them together. You can make small circles. You can move up and down. Just do all of your head, the crown of your head. Create that crown. Feel into your crown. Activate your crown over the ears, you know, back of the skull. How's your breathing? Any tension, you can listen to this. Might be like, oh, I don't like that, or oh, I love that. And now move to what you feel the crown of your head is. And you could also make circles. You can continue to tap. Let the jaw go, the shoulders go. And now release your hands. That's good work for the hands too. And feel this opening. Maybe you feel the energetics of what we've done. Okay, good. All right, we're gonna come to lie down. I do want to offer face massage too, and so but we'll do that lying down. So hopefully you don't have a full face of makeup on or anything like that. And so I just let you guys know what's gonna come. Okay, so as you come to lie down, here's our setup. Is a block on either side, just so you know where they are. And we'll put the bolster. It's going to go about a third of the way, or a quarter of the way down. We're going to be lying over the bolster. Your head's going to be here. So you could put another blanket down just for your head, and we can bring that in. Okay, the other day I said, you know, we did 3 blankets. So I did bring in my soft fluffy again, and I'm going to put that down underneath where I'm going to be lying. You could just use if you don't have soft fluffy, you just use regular blanket just to make things really nice and comfortable. And if you know what, the blanket I put down here, I'm going to smooth it out so I'm not lying on, you know, anything that's going to maybe disturb me later. So I'm going to make that really nice. Okay, so here's the setup. Okay, I know it's such a nice blanket. I'm so excited. All right, if you want to add a heating pad, that would go here. Okay, and then feel free to put your socks on if you like. The restorative light. So we'll just start lying. This dog just came. Oh, this is for me. Okay, I'm going to lie over, just like we do side body. You can support your head here. You also, the blocks are here only. You want to bring a block in to support your head. You know, if that's, I guess it would go behind the arm. So if that's better, that's the only reason it's there. And then just find yourself on your side. So you feel, you know, where we did that gorilla tapping, that's supported by your bolster. And then feel into, you know, your hip needs a little extra support. If you need to separate your legs, whatever else you need to do. Okay, then once we're settled, I'm just going to start to rock a little bit side to side. And here's where, you know, if you put the head down, I don't want to wreck my nice speaker here, but you put the head down, you get a little bit more curve in the side body. So Just moving yourself side to side, just feeling, and just bringing in that breath awareness. Your eyes can close. Okay, now we're just going to settle in for a few breaths. So you're going to find the place where you feel you want to lay down. And so that might not be right at the center. It might be more at the back or the front. Or maybe the place of most discomfort. And then breathing here. Softening yourself into the support. Maybe bringing in mantra, I am supported. Okay. I'm just going to add, so if your head is down, we're just going to take advantage of this little neck stretch we can maybe get on the left side. I'm going to take the left arm behind my back with the hand, back of the hand facing my body. And you might walk that back of the hand up to get more. You might tuck it underneath the side of your waist. And it might be resting just along your buttock area down at the floor there. Let the jaw go. Breathe. Like you're irrigating, nurturing your whole body. Good. Okay, just one more full breath in. Full breath out. If your left hand is behind, bring it back. And you're just going to wiggle yourself now right to that edge of the bolster. You might even have to, I just came right up. Let's come right back down. So you're right at the edge. Okay, now you're going to take that block you have, and you're probably going to want that to go more over to the right side. Here's what we're going to do. If you're not sure, you can just watch me. I'm going to take this left arm, open it up. So now I'm lying on the bolster. The block is going to come in to support my head, so it's more over to the far side. And then now the arm opens, and you have your other block handy, hopefully, if you need to rest your back of your right, oh no, sorry, wait, that's the left hand, back of the left hand on the block. Okay, so once you feel you've seen it, that's what it is. Now I'm just going to take that left arm back up over the head. Bring yourself back onto the side, and you're just going to roll towards the floor. So we're just massaging with the bolster as much as we can at the chest. And then we're going to come back and just going to, this is the action. And we're just going to do this a few times. She wants me to play with her. And just be with your breath. Move in a very nice slow way so you don't get dizzy. And just feel all the support you have beneath you in the form of bolster, block, blanket. Okay, and we're going to do this as many times as you need to until you feel ready to just rest in the open. So you have your props. You'll feel the back of your back as much as is possible is supported by the bolster. Your head is supported by the block. Your arms supported by whatever needs to be supported by. And then let the jaw go. Let the eyes go. And be deeply into the flow of your breath. The breath is starting to feed more of the left side. Maybe even releasing the left hip. And soften your hands and your wrists in some way. Now bring your attention to your legs. And are they in a good position for you? What happens if you bring the knees up a little bit? Is that better if you bring them down? Maybe you want to separate the legs and take the top leg and just open it out to the side. Maybe the bottom leg will bend a little bit. Just allow the legs to move into a place where you feel it's the most productive. And then release the protection as much as you can and find the connection. And with the more you can soften and release into this, release the protection, then the more space for the breath to make connections. And your work here is to play with your breath. Be the playmate. Oh, what happens if I breathe more deeply into this place? Even if I take my attention to, let's say, for example, the left hip, and I bring the breath more there, if I just focus there. Maybe I can bring more breath into the left shoulder if I just focus there. And how can I drop into the supports beneath me more deeply right now? Okay, so we're going to prepare to come out. So start to deepen your breath, and then you decide how many breaths you need to stay here. And when you're ready to start to gently come out, and there's a lot to think about. Maybe you'll start with the legs. The left arm going to circle up and over, or you're just going to roll to your side. Remember, you're going to come to the edge of the bolster. So just be very cognizant of everything as you bring yourself back to just lying on your side for a few moments. If you want to prop your head up, great, or just be in whichever position. Drop in. Here's your mantra right now. I am cultivating stillness. Even through these gentle movements, I am cultivating stillness. Okay. And turn your chest more to the floor. Use your hands to walk yourself up. Bring yourself to sitting. There's a puppy there. Bring yourself to sitting in any way. Just be in the stillness, into the afterglow of what has just transpired, what has changed, into how you're feeling. Okay. And then when you're ready, we'll go to the second side. And I'll just go behind you. So, okay, so I'm going to start with the one block on either side, just so they're not really in the way. We'll lie over, it could be the middle of your bolster this time, just to get yourself situated on this side. And prop your head up if you like, or lay down and use your block if you need to. You take a few moments to just let that left side chest area drop. Okay. And then we're going to start this gentle rocking, just front to back. Put your hands wherever you need to just feel this. We're opening the twist here in a very loving, slow way. Feel your breath, the connection of it all. Maybe it's even the reason we do. So the breath has freedom of movement within. Okay. And then we're going to settle again. You're going to decide where you want to be, anywhere along this plane of the chest, side chest area. Just drop in again, prop your head and let the head rest. Okay. I'm going to take this right arm behind the back, and you find that place that maybe gives you a little bit more opening in the side of the neck. Just be in the softening, and letting go of any tension you might be holding here, might not even be aware of. Feel your breath. Is it ragged? Is it smooth? The head be as heavy as possible. Take one more breath here, but if you need more, things are just opening. You take your time. Release the right hand. I'm just going to wiggle to the end of the bolster. And I'll take that block that's in front of me and just put it more over to the far side of the bolster for the head. Okay, so and now you're going to take that left arm and just circle it over until you come to lie on the bolster. You have a moment to kind of set your props if you're using them. And make sure your head support is nice. And then we're just going to flow in this circular opening, twisting, and activating, rolling, supportive flow. It's moving in a way that makes sense for you. Do this as many times as you like. When you feel, oh yeah, this is good, you just settle into the opening, the support. You'll make any adjustments as you come in. And then just let the pose unfold for a few breaths. Be aware of the back of the heart supported as much as possible. The arms are supported. Back of your head. And taking your guidance to your legs. And maybe they're perfect as they are, or you can adjust them to a way that it's more beneficial for you right now today. Softening the face, the breath, the body. So you're connecting as much as you can, releasing the protecting, connecting to the supports beneath you, the floor, the bolster, the blocks, even the body, as you drop the inner body to the outer body. Bringing the breath, attention in more keenly, so you guide your awareness to maybe the right hip for a few breaths and feel the breath bathe that area. You might even go to the left hip on the floor. The belly, the right shoulder, you choose. Get very clear. And you have patience. So even if you don't feel your breath moving into those places, say, oh, one day I will. Have nothing but time. In the process of undoing everything that's been put on this body, before this moment. So stay here for another few moments. How can you use this time to be most effective in what is being offered to you right here, right now? And there's no place to go but to roll to your side and then to eventually come sitting up. So you guide this ship, but let each movement as you come out be very conscious that it is part of the pose. And rest in between movements as you need to. So it's like you want to extract every bit of sweetness out of this sweet moment. Okay. And we'll just sit. And just be in that release, even the lying down, the sitting up, the shift of energy. All right. Okay. So from here, we're going to set up for Shavasana. And you're going to make it the sweetest Shavasana you've ever, like, what's your dream? Oh, my dream Shavasana. Have this soft, fluffy blanket beneath me or on top of me to be covered, socks, maybe, heating pads. So set yourself up so you're very comfortable. We're going to be here for, about 15 minutes. So if you need to shift, that's fine. I know some of you are like, oh yeah, that's great. And I always say Shavasana is one of the hardest poses. So that is true. So if that is you, then this is just a great opportunity to practice. Okay, I'm gonna put a blanket for behind the head. For the dog. And then I'm kind of digging this lately with, put the 2 blocks down and put a blanket on top for cushioning and the bolster for underneath. It's just my setup. It doesn't need to be yours. Okay, and because we're going to be here for a little bit, an eye covering is a nice thing too. And we are going to do a face massage once you're down too. So you might maybe hold off on your eye covering, but just have it where you need it. Okay, so I'll just give you a few moments to settle and to even come in. And then once you're lying down, if you feel you need to hug your knees into your chest, or you need to windshield wiper, any little movements you need to make. Sometimes even just lifting your arms up in the air, rolling the wrists, feeding things. You might be like, I'm totally good. Okay. So whenever you are ready, you're going to take your fingers up to the center of your forehead, and maybe the nails are together. And we're just going to rake from the center of the forehead out to the temples. And once you hit the temples, you might even curl up to just above the ears and then let the hands slide off. Just find this, everything here is created for this nice shape. So from the forehead to the temples and then up, maybe just along the tops of the ears and then off. And do this a few times. And I'm just going to keep talking, and you might, be behind a little bit. That's fine. Okay. So the next time you bring the fingertips to the forehead, bring them down a little bit. So the pinkies are maybe at the bridge of your nose. Then you're just going to press into this space and lift the skin up as you take the fingers back up. Then it's a little bit of pressure now as you slide them along the forehead back to the temples. So the fingertips come together a little lower. You push in, so you feel the ring finger right between the eyebrows. And then we pull the skin up and then we rake it out. And we'll just do that one more time. Good. Now just take a moment to rest. Let your arms rest and the face rest. And just feel what that's done already. And feel your breath. And you're going to start to trace around the eyes. So just stay as you are. Okay. Now you might start with just the middle finger, and then the other fingers might come in. You're just going to be very free to the experience. So you're going to take the middle finger pads up and just lay them right where you feel your eyebrows maybe begin. And push in there a little bit. And then with a little bit of pressure, trace along the eyebrows nice and slow. When you get to the temple, let the fingers just move again until they come out. And do that a few times. So the fingertips come to where the eyebrows start. You push in a little bit of pressure over the eyebrows. And then out. And we'll just do that maybe. So you do a total of 3 times. And then now take your fingers, maybe just the middle finger, whichever ones, to where you feel the base, like right at the bridge of the nose and the eye bone meet. And you're just going to push in there a little bit and then just slide that finger along the top of the eye bone with a little bit of pressure. Once you get to the temples, you can release and just do that again. Any other fingers might want to come in. And do that a few times, maybe 3 times. And now take them back to the eyebrows, and with light pressure now trace the eyebrows and stop when you get to the temple. Just stop. So you have the middle finger at the temple. You're going to take your ring finger and reach it to the bridge of the nose, eye bone area, and trace that along, and then pause at the temple. Now take, maybe you move the fingers, and so maybe the index fingers at the temple, and you're going to trace the eyebrows very light, and then you're going to trace from the base of the bridge eye bone area. You're going to do that a few times. So there's always one finger, maybe it's the index, resting at the temple. Just do this, just keep your breathing. One more time. Good. Okay, release your hands. And just feel. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is tap just below the eye bone area, maybe the tops of the cheeks, and you're just going to tap from the bridge of the nose or whatever part of your nose, just along that bone, along the cheekbone area. Just tap. Do that a few times. Breathe. Good. Okay. And now take your fingers down to your chin, and the thumbs going to just touch. The sides of the thumbs are touching just underneath the base of your chin. Then the fingers curl in, and you're just going to stroke from the base, from the middle of your chin along the jawbone area, and maybe into the jawbone a little bit. Just tracing along the base of your face a few times. However you're doing this is good. Good. And then the next thing we're going to do from here is pull on the ears. So you let the hands, fingers find their way up to the earlobes. You're just going to pull on the ears, all around the ears, top to bottom. Give them a nice little pull, a nice massage. Feel free to rub or circle, whatever you want to do here. Massage these earlobes into all of their folds, whatever you can. Good. And if you're not wearing earbuds, a nice thing to do is actually put your fingers in your ears and create some space. So even just maybe you can get 2 in there and just kind of create some space. Open your ears in some way. And after you've done that, let your hands rest and just feel. Notice your hearing and the softening of your eyes. Good. And then dropping into your restful state. Feel yourself grounded, supported, and very present. So you're not going to sleep. You're consciously relaxing. I am moving into stillness. I am moving into stillness. Feel your breath just softening as well. Feel your inner body spreading out to the outer body. Everything restful and still at this moment. Staying as you are. I'm just going to take you through a little guided visualization. I want you to imagine that you're sitting in a room, very peaceful, quiet room. And you're not alone. There's somebody there who's a little older than you, somebody that you trust and you feel safe and protected with. It might be someone you know or someone you don't know, but you feel the kindness and the good energy, and that they are there to offer you this experience. And as you sit there, you see this person unroll a large piece of newsprint paper. And They look at you and smile, and you feel this sense of excitement. Something amazing is about to happen. You go and you lie down as they instruct you to do on your back, just as you are now, on this piece of paper. And you feel the back of your head resting. You're aware of your hair, however it is. You're aware of your body resting, your arms, however they are placed, you feel them. Your legs, however they are placed, you feel them. And you feel this sense of excitement that something wonderful is about to happen. And this person you're with, who's guiding this journey, picks up a big marker. Maybe it's gold, silver, any color you like. They open it up and they begin to trace your body. And they start at the head. Maybe they trace around your hair, around the side of your head, your shoulder, right arm as it is, around your hand, down the right side of your body, past your right hip, along your right leg, just outlining you as you are, your right foot, along the inseam of your right leg, and along the inseam of the left leg, around your left foot, and up through the outside of your left leg, around your left hip, left side of your body, your whole left arm as it is resting, back up along the shoulder and around your head, outlining any hair, and back up. You cap the marker and they look at you and you feel this flutter of excitement. You're finally going to see yourself as you are. And you jump up and you look at the paper with so much excitement. And then you just see this outline. It doesn't look like you. Maybe you feel confused. And then this person takes out a big palette of paints and says, we're going to paint what you see inside with all the colors, whatever color you like. Like a child, you grab your paintbrush, your clean paintbrush, and you look at the palette of colors. You don't have to think it. You know it. You know what color you want to use. And you take that color and you load it on your brush. And you begin to paint inside these lines. You're not concerned about where your eyes are, your mouth is, what color your shirt is. You're painting the colors of who you are, the colors of your soul. All the colors you're drawn to. Maybe you clean the brush, take a different color. Maybe you notice the colors mix. Maybe it's just one color. Whatever it is, just fill in your mind's eye. Maybe you can smell the paint. You feel so joyful and so happy. And for the first time, you're going to see all the beauty that is within you. Deep within you. And as you fill this in, your heart opens with so much joy. You might even paint outside of yourself. You might take those colors and paint your aura, your energy. Feel free to bask in your creation. You can keep painting, doesn't ever need to end. You might also feel that this is enough for today. Even if you just use one color, maybe that's perfect for today. And magically, as you finish that, the paint's going to be dry. And if you wish to lie down on that and just be absorbed by those colors, then you can do that now. You can also just sit and look. Or you can just let that experience go and soften into your Shavasana. However you choose to rest, know deeply that you are all of that. You are the colors of the rainbow, the colors of nature. You are all that you believed you were when you were young. When you were really young, and everything felt magical, that you are that magic. That child still lives deep within you. And if you feel you want to hug your inner child now, and just remind them that they are loved, that you are. Just dropping into this experience in these next few moments of your rest. Just dropping in more deeply with your awareness, releasing any held tension. Feeling your breath. Breathing all the way up and all the way down. The front of you, to the back of you, to the sides. And staying as you are for as long as it feels potent. Taking your time if you're ready to gently awaken. Let every movement really matter, let it count. Feel the medicine, the magic that arises when we're completely in it. Just give you time. Just meet in seated whenever you get here, and if you're not coming to seated, that's all fine too. It's a great gift to just have time to do this practice, to not feel rushed in your efforts is a potent part of the medicine. Staying grounded, staying soft. Just take the time once you come upright. It is an energy shift. Feel that shifting energy. Bow to it. Whenever the time is right, you bring your hands together at your heart. Be in the stillness. And just change the mantra a little bit. I am still. I am still. And messages come in the still moments. So from here, we'll seal this practice as we do with our May We Be Blessed mantra and an Om. And send out all these good energies that we have literally practiced. So as you're ready, inhale and lengthen. Exhale this breath completely. Inhale to begin. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. And seal that with one Om. Inhale. Bow your chin. Om Shanti. Om Peace. Om Shanti. Om Peace. Om Namaste. Take a full breath in. Breathe it into your hands. Catch your sacred breath. Lift your chin and offer yourself your own medicine. We'll send it out into your room, into your house, into the world, into the city, into the great beyond. And bring it on back. Thank you guys. Thank you for playing yoga with me. Just playtime. You feel good and so much love, everyone. Thank you. We'll see you guys on Sunday. So much love. Have a great, great day.